Hi, it's Dennis with orangequant.com for kingmakerforex.com, and those go to the same website. No problem there if you don't want to pay us a visit. This video here on YouTube is to demonstrate something about the ThinkOrSwim platform offered by TD Ameritrade, something rather amazing. So stick around and I'm going to show you how it works. Alright, this is a way for you to do quant without being a quant. Take a look at this. What we have here is two indicators below the chart here, and this is the New Zealand US dollar pair 5-minute chart. The lower study or indicator is the CCI average, and the study up above it is the MACD. Okay, very common indicators. But you'll notice that they're in two separate panels, okay? So if you are trying to read them both at the same time, you got to move your eye from one to the other. You got to pay attention to what's going on, and you might miss some interactions that go on between the two. Now remember, ever since about 7 years ago, I mean this is 2015 now, ever since about 2008, 2009, the bankers or banksters, market makers, whatever, have been faking people out with standalone indicators, and that's because as the internet grew, lots more people started trading and they started using the same indicators, and that made them fertile ground for the ripoff. It's like that guy Willie Sutton said, you know, he had a 40-year career as a bank robber. He finally got ultimately busted in 1952. Supposedly, and he denies that somebody asked him this, but supposedly somebody asked him, well, Willie, why do you rob banks? Like it was some deep psychological question. And Willie Sutton told him, allegedly, because that's where the money is. So the banksters want to rob you. Don't let them. They come where the money is, and that's you. So what you need is not one standalone indicator or two standalone indicators. You need to merge indicators, and that's what I'm about to show you how to do on ThinkOrSwim. Absolutely free to do. In fact, you can open an account over at TD Ameritrade. That's my cat Sugar. Over at TD Ameritrade, a demo account, and try this out for yourself. Make sure you use the ThinkOrSwim platform. Alright, so these indicators are in separate panels. Now what we're going to do is merge this CCI into the MACD. And here is how this gets done. I'm going to drag this a little bit so you can see exactly what goes on. There's a little button up here that says Studies, okay? Click that and slide down to Edit Studies. And you get this new panel here. And you will notice that it will list over here. In fact, let me show you everything it's listing. It's listing all of the standard ThinkOrSwim studies that are available to you over at TD Ameritrade. And then it lists what you currently have showing on your chart. And so you'll notice here, this is a lower study or panel. MACD is in one. Then CCI is in another, and I have ADX there, don't worry about that. That's just, it's like a spacer so I can, you know, make these things of a certain size. Alright, so CCI and MACD are in separate panels. If you slide across like this, gosh darn it, won't do it for me. Come on. Oh, it's way, way over. Okay. Let me slide it way over so you can see. You will notice, as we get over here, there's an up arrow, a down arrow, and an X. The X closes it out and takes it off the chart. So I'm going to go down here to the CCI, which is this line right here. It's not wide enough, I'm sorry, but if I make it bigger, it'll take up too much of your precious bandwidth. So, see that up arrow? I always thought that up arrow was simply to move the panel to a position above the upper panel. In other words, to switch positions. I finally tried it one day after years of using this platform, and here's what happens. Clicked it, and what it does, it merges them, you can see, into one panel, and you're going to see it on the chart in a minute. It's placed CCI up at the top. I don't actually want it there. I want it like under MACD. So I'm just going to tip it back down like that. And now we have, where is this? CCI and MACD. They are in the same study. See, this whole thing got bigger now, okay? And you'll notice the ADX is all by, it's still all by itself down there. Okay, once you do that, down to the lower right, you will see there's an apply button. You click that, apply, and then you click the OK button, and that brings you back to your chart window, and you notice that suddenly you don't have MACD and CCI as separate plots or as separate panels. They're mushed together into one panel. The red and blue are the CCI, and then I hope you can see this, it's a very faint line. The purple and green belong to the MACD, and then you've got the MACD histogram that runs along here, okay? Now, I should point something out here before I go on and show you how this works out in some static pictures. Sometimes the colors will be the same and make it hard for you to see what's going on in the interaction between the plots. Okay, so what you do is, see right here, I hover over that and it brightens it up, or I can hover over the MACD and that brightens it up. Either way. So I'm going to what I did was I changed the default colors of CCI, and I also changed the thickness, which you can do from right here. You hover over it, it brightens up, you right click on it, it says Edit Study CCI, okay, and that brings up this panel, okay, and you can see where you can change the width or the color, the style, okay, that kind of thing. And then when you're done with that, there's a button down here that says Apply. Then you can say OK, and if you want to keep it that way all the time, you click Save as, you click Apply, then Save as Default, then you click OK. Okay? Real easy to do. So, alright, now you know how to do it. Let me show you some of the effects of doing it that are profitable. Alright, so stand by. Let me get this closed. Okay. Alright, so now let me show you how this works out to your profit. And remember, you can do this with all kinds of studies. I just picked on CCI and MACD. Actually, the package that I sell over at kingmakerforex.com, orangequant.com, that's a very expensive package. You have to be really a dedicated professional trader to even want to go there. And it's a collection of indicators that I've built and developed and tested, and that proved out at about a 25% gain in 23 trades or something like that. And that's how you make money in this Forex, especially. Is you hack your way. You're compounding, in other words. Anyway, it costs $500. If it's something you want, if you're really serious about trading, you might want to look into it. Okay, now let me get on here and show you what I promised to show you. Okay, this here is a picture of the way we started out, and no need to really discuss it, but you can see there the indicators are in two separate panels. And after I merged the panels, we merged the panels, this was the picture we got next. And by the way, these divisions, I hope you can make out the divisions. These are 10-pip divisions here. From here to here is 10 pips, okay? From there down to there, that's 10 pips, all right? Give you some idea of scale here. Okay, just a quick point about, well, sort of a disclaimer. I have not fully tested this combination of the MACD and the CCI. So, buyer beware, it's free, so, you check it out. and you decide if it works. But it works well enough for me that I thought it worth sharing with you, okay? But if you keep testing and monkeying with different indicators and merging them together, I guarantee you're going to find something that works, and you'll have your own personal little quant indicator that the banksters don't know about. And once you do, shut up. Tell no one. Alright, check this out. Right here, your CCI, the red CCI, just as it crosses over the MACD moneymaker, or zero line right here, that's when you begin to get this move, this gradual move upward, while MACD itself is just going flat down here, and it doesn't indicate the move up until over in here, all right, when it crosses the moneymaker. So you're ahead of the game. You combine CCI with the MACD moneymaker to get an early read on MACD, right? So, okay, we'll mark this little spot here like this, right in there where it crossed, okay? Now, next question is, when is the run over? And in fact, MACD crosses and it's going up and it keeps going up and up. Actually, that run, you would have to consider it over based on looking at this, when MACD reaches out and grabs hold to the CCI up in here, all right? And yet, at that point, MACD is continuing upward, which is faking people out. They're losing money. And here you go again, this region right over in here. See this? Okay, you got your CCI, the red and blue, it comes down over the MACD moneymaker, and that signals the run that starts right here. Meanwhile, MACD has flattened out, and it was actually heading downward. It was heading south at that point, and so people didn't want to get in. But you got in a little bit early, and you made some money out of it. See, and MACD doesn't start turning back up until way over it. Well, let me see. That's not true. It starts turning up a little bit late. Okay, so you can see how that works. Let me slide across a little bit, see if we can see anything else worth talking about here. Nah, not really. But you get the general idea of how this works out. Okay? So, just trying to give back a little bit from orangequant.com and kingmakerforex.com. I'm Dennis. Y'all have a nice day.